how have you grown into that patience
Yeah.
over the last 30 years?
Oh man, I because ever since that first moment of conversion and up until ordination, every day the prayer was, God, just tell me what it is you want me to do. Do you want me to be a priest? Do you want me to marry this girl? Do you want whatever? And I remember thinking, I would even say in my prayer, just tell me. I don't care what it is. I mean, I do care what it is, but if you tell me, I'll do it. And God is so good because he will never be too late with his revealing his invitation to us, but he will also never be too early with his revealing his invitation to us. And I know this looking back now that there are so many graces that I missed that God was giving me, because I would go every retreat I went to, every camp I went to, every time of prayer, every mass. I wanted my one answer. That's all I
Mm.
wanted. And here's God who's trying to give all these other graces. But I'm like, no, I don't want those other graces. I want the answer. And I think of how ungrateful that I must have been during that whole time, because he was moving, he was acting, he was doing something in my life, but I was only paying attention to what I hadn't been given yet. I wasn't paying attention to what he was giving me. And so that was a deep conviction that it took me a while to understand, and to really not just understand, but also recognize for what it is, like how deep that goes. Here's God constantly blessing, but no, until you give me the thing I'm asking for, I don't want any of those other blessings. That's one thing. That's one big thing that taught me. The other is, I remember that when the Lord finally made it very clear that he was inviting me to even just go to seminary, um, it was painful because I had been dating this girl for about 3 years, and I knew what had to happen in that relationship. But so it was very difficult, but he had prepared my heart sufficiently so that by that moment, I was able to say yes in freedom. And I would think that I've often looked back and have wondered if the Lord had even revealed that 2 weeks earlier, if my heart would have been in the right place, if it would have
Mm.
been in the same place. I might have still done what he asked, but it might have been more like trying to fit a round peg in a square hole. So that recognition of, in the meantime, God is giving so many blessings. Secondly, is that he's on time. He's never going to be too late, but he also will not be too early.